Guys, okay. This for YouTube. All right, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. This for YouTube. Okay. Okay. All right. I've got four cameras in front of me. My goodness. Okay. Hello, guys, from YouTube as well. So we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, I've got YouTube. Tonight's topic is a very interesting topic. For those people who just come onto to YouTube, please remember give a like. It will help promote the video, and I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so brain and body not fair. The slides. Today the topic is a very interesting topic about how to get rich through jobs. I've always taught you how to get rich through investment, through CPF, okay? But this is the first time. This is the first time I'm talking how to get rich through jobs. For those people who come in for the first time, usually usually I talk about finance and all this. I always say you must be an entrepreneur and things like that, but there are ways to get rich through jobs, which today I will share with you. Okay, so the slides are under slides plus one in Facebook, on Instagram, on in YouTube. Sorry, the plus one doesn't work, but I will paste up the link on the YouTube link. Okay, so for those people who are coming in for first time, I have a YouTube link. I have a YouTube channel called 1M65. Go to there. After this talk, I will post up the video and I'll post up the slides as well. Okay, are you ready? So let's get started. I want some like and shares. I will give some prizes out. Okay, the prizes are ebooks that I read that changed my life. I have a commentary. On what you should focus on, how it changed my life, and a kind of like a little bit of summary. Okay, I'd like to see some like and shares as well. Okay, cool. So if you could do it, I'll be very grateful. Okay, are you ready? All right, good. Okay, so let me get ready the slides. All right, okay. Now, when you get a topic like this, okay, when you get a topic like this, how to get rich through jobs, you must be thinking of Mr. Lu. Okay, Mr. Lu is either thinking of how to teach people how to become CEO, CFO, or COO, or something like that. Okay, or Mr. Lu is trying to teach people how to through companies figure out a way to get find the biggest company you can stay in. Go and find work in Google, Facebook, maybe in some big companies and things like that. So you might be thinking about that. But the frank truth is that I'm not going to teach you, okay, about that. Okay, I'm going to teach you what? I'm going to teach you a secret sauce. You see, in Singapore, in those big companies, big good jobs, CEO, CFO, whatever, you can get $2-3 million. You can. But how many people can do that kind of job? And I'm sorry, if you are in that kind of job, most likely you'll not be listening to me. Okay, I'm not saying you're no good, but that kind of job are for that very few elites. There are very few elites. Are there people like that? Yeah, there are people like that. Okay, there are people like that. Okay. Any teacher how to manage emotion I'll talk about that. Your questions, I'll definitely answer them. Wait, I'm trying to get like and share people. Okay, those people who do like and share, please aggressively like and share. I will give out prizes. Okay, yes, all right, good. Okay, yeah. Hey, those people who just came on YouTube, can you please give a like on the video as well? Yes, okay. Angela Xiao, one prize for you. Okay, one prize for you, Angela Xiao. I got it. Okay, yes, yes. And Susan Lai, yeah, the next like and share prize winner, Susan Lai. I got it. Okay, yes, I'll give 4 today. Okay, I'll give 4 today. So very importantly, okay, how to get rich through jobs is a very interesting spin. Okay, no, you're not. Some Karen say you're 小人物. No, you're not 小人物. Okay, there are ways to go around it. I'm giving. So maybe take a bit of an example. I spent 20 years in Singtel. 20 over years in Singtel. It's a big company. A lot of very huge, potential to rotate around within a company. The company had done me really good. Okay, I've learned a lot from company and things like that. But that's not a company you get very rich. Okay, you can get rich, I'm talking about very rich, very, very rich, what, the kind of rich. That's not the company again. I'll give you a flavor of all this, okay? But first of all, let me state the usual disclaimer, okay? Right? Today disclaimer, there's no recommendation or anything on stocks or whatever, but today it's a disclaimer that is for entertainment and education, but please don't take it as a way, wow, tomorrow I'm going to quit, and then after that I'm going to jump into some other things that Mr. Lu say. Think about it. Very difficult to get rich through jobs, only enough to feed myself. I'm going to give you the advice. Okay, I give you the advice. Okay, ready? All right, cool. So today's agenda, okay? The first agenda, first on agenda is why I say corporate job sucks. I'm sorry, you guys, including myself, are either working or used to work in corporate jobs, okay? I actually say corporate job sucks. It's not insult your company. Your company is a great company. Your job has taken care of you, but it sucks in terms of making you very rich. I'm talking about big rich, millions of dollars they have rich, okay? So corporate jobs doesn't get you to that far. Very rarely, okay, very rarely. There are some advice I'm going to give you what not to do in careers, okay? What not to do in careers. So today, stay on with me. I will tell you what not to do in careers. Elmo Hong, good to see you, okay? What not to do in careers. If you want to get rich, this channel is what you should join in. I will teach you how to get rich, okay? And I think you get rich, and don't think of money as evil, okay? Don't think of money as evil, okay? Yes. Next. The next one is, what should we do in jobs if you want big bucks, millions, that kind of thing, right? Big bucks. I'm going to give you a secret formula by saying that, if my life could turn back, what would I do? Okay? Yeah, what would I do? I found this secret after being an advisor to many companies and a mentor to many people. I found this secret sauce I'm going to give you guys, okay? And I'm going to share you the magic of scale up. So this is a bit cheap I'm going to talk to you about, okay? Are you guys ready? If you're ready, please say I'm ready, okay? I'm ready. Excited? Please show some sign that I know you guys are there. For those in YouTube as well, I don't want you to be a boring crowd there on Instagram as well. If you are there, say I'm ready. I'll start jumping, okay? Today I'm very happy because my heart is beating well. I got no blockages, right? You all saw my my Facebook post, right? So today I'm very excited. I want you to share with me the excitement, okay? Yes. All right. Okay. XL say I'm ready. Elmo Hong say I'm ready. Kylie say I'm ready. Joy say I'm ready. Jacelyn, Juliet say I'm ready. Go, 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 go. Yeah, go. All right. Okay. And for those people, 50 people on YouTube, you only 20 likes. Don't be so stingy on the likes, please. I got people on social media here give me so much likes already. Wow. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. The first tip I'm going to give you guys is this, okay? Don't bother working for big listed companies if you want to get rich. I say again, don't bother to work for big listed company if you want to get rich, okay? Now, someone say, wow, the big listed company can pay a few $100,000. Yeah, that kind of money can. I'm talking about big, fat, rich, millions. You can tangku, okay? You can climb the corporate ladder until you're 50, 60 years old before you can even smell the kind of money, okay? Yes. And how many of you can reach so high? Today, right now, we have got 600, 700 old people. I'll be happy got one person can reach that kind of thing. Yeah, very difficult. Like, for example, look at, I know Singtel, I think population size is about 20,000 or something like that, right? 20,000. Max, there's only one CEO. Then there are regional CEOs, maybe 3 or 4 already. How many of you can reach there? Yeah, they make big money. Most of us cannot now. We're like mortals. Even Mr. Lu is very far from that, even when I was in Singtel, right? So there are few people make it, yes. Majority of us can't. I'm trying to give you the path of least resistance, the path that's easiest to get rich, okay, through jobs, okay? Yeah. Eng Hui, you asked the right question. I was waiting for someone to ask me a question. What about civil servant? Should you work for for a government organization, okay? In our government organization, interestingly, in Singapore, there are two groups. One is called the scholars and one is called the farmers. You all know about that? I mean, this I'm saying in an entertaining way. There's a scholar and the farmers, okay? I consider scholars those in the admin service. These are pre-selected all the way from the JC university. For those guys, they put them in a scholar company in OCS, select them out, put them to President Scholarship and PSC Scholarship, and from there pick out the scholars. Bulk of our ministers, I think, go through that route. Our permanent secretaries go the route. These people make it big. Their pay packages are very big. I think usually $1, okay, $1 a year. But how many of you can be that, right? Why I know there's this group? Why I know at this group? Because I was in that scholar company in OCS. I know this group of people. Then I know the scheme. I said, 原来是这样的. I'm sorry, Singtel scholarship is one notch lower. No, 2 or 3 notch lower than all these civil sector scholarship. So I'm a low class scholar, but these are great scholars. Bright. I got few friends like that. I super impressed. Super impressed. I give a joke. When I was in Stanford University, I went there for MBA course. You all know that, right? Hey, I'm pretty proud of myself. Can make it at Stanford there, because my last talk I talk about education. 我的大学文凭是骗来的. Okay, my first class honors 是骗来的. So when I went to Stanford University, there were 3 or 4. There were 3 government scholars that went with me. And I tell you, the 3 government scholars are so bright that my fellow classmates, there are 4 Singaporeans who went. The classmate from recognized, they 看穿 very easy to see. They call 3 of them super Singaporean. They call me the ordinary Singaporean. Basket. I'm the ordinary Singaporean. There are 3 super Singaporean. Hi. So I was the ordinary Singaporean. Okay. So it's okay. I humble myself. So the super Singaporean will do very well. Okay. But unfortunately, we are ordinary Singaporean. So I was called the ordinary Singaporean. It's very paiseh. Okay. Yes, Stanford University is a very prestigious university. 不过那个也是骗来的. There's another story to that. But anyway, another time. Okay. So anyway, let's go back. How ordinary? You compare their brains and mine Walao, they know everything. Why? I look at textbook. 他认识我不认识他认识我不认识他 I know the kind of thing. So anyway, okay. So let's go back. So there are super great scholars and the ordinary scholars, and of course there are non-scholars, things like that. So anyway, back to government. If you are in a civil sector, if you are in the admin service, you will do very well. You possible to make big bucks. Yeah, okay. So when I was in the army, the same age as me, but there's one guy who's a present scholar. I'm sergeant, he's captain. Our salary is heaven and earth apart. Exactly, right? Okay. So anyway, so let's go back, okay? So in the civil sector, there's an elite group that do very well, okay? I think, first of all, I don't think they'll be watching my channel, but most of us, I think you earn big mega bucks. Big listed companies, you won't get it there. Big government agencies, I also don't think you get it there. But it's okay. It's okay. You do well. Singapore government pays you well. The big listed company pay you well. But today, we're all talking about big fat money. If you're coming in to think about just 过日子, then the story not so exciting. Okay, so I'm coming excitingly to tell you big fat story. Okay, so hey, how come all the hearts all disappear already? Hiya, today Mr. Lu got a good heart. Literally got a good heart, because my health check was good. You cannot stop giving me hearts. Okay, yeah, okay, all right, okay, lots of love. So that's a big advice. Why don't pick big listed companies? Why don't I suggest pick big listed companies? Big listed companies attract, they have the resources and the credibility, reputation, everything. They close one eye, put out one advertisement, 几百个人 can apply the job. Very easy to get very good people. Okay, they attract the best of the best people, the best of best. So when I was in Singtel, the people out there very smart ones, sibei kiang. Okay, already Singtel is not even like the league of Google and Facebook, all this kind of. Singtel already very good, attract all the best of people. So when all these people come, guess what happens? Every year, do you know how they decide on your pay packages and promotion? And who gets promoted, who don't? What's your pay package, your salary increment? You know how they do it? All companies does that, whether on a system or just based on or the boss brains. Okay, yeah, with M1. Okay, I'm sure M1 also does the same thing. How do they select? They have a bell curve. Yeah, they have a ranking exercise. They have a bell curve for sure. For sure, it's a bell curve. Now, the bell curve may not come exactly as a fiscal bell, but they will have a ranking exercise. Who is better? Who deserves this? And then there will be a quota. Who gets promoted? Who don't get promoted? The kind of thing, right? If all your colleagues are sibei kiang, where you stand, right? Well, you might think Mr. Lu sibei kiang, there I fight until my obakak, everything, yeah, it's very tough. Okay, so who saka the most? You know what needs to do well? Who will win in big listed company? The problem is there is no formula for how to win in big listed company. You know why? Okay, you know why? Because KPI on this. Because if you do well, by right, you do well, you should excel, right? No, not necessary. If you do well, your boss will be quite wary of you, and you may replace him, or her. If you do well, there's this thing called peer appraisal, right? Big companies got all this amazing system, right? Peer appraisal. You do so well, your peers will sabo you, rank you down, right? Your subordinate got this thing called boss feedback, right? They can also sabo you. So do good also wrong, do bad also wrong. Very difficult. Yeah. So yeah, don't know who will kena bell curve, right? So competition in big listed companies, I never work in the government sector, I think it's the same as well, is fierce and brutal. Unless you are sibei kiang, it's going to be very tough. The other thing I tell you in big companies is this, okay? First of all, you agree not? You agree, say agree. Say agree, I agree, okay? A lot of you all work in big companies before. Singapore full of big 360-degree feedback. Yeah. You agree, lots of likes, and say I agree, okay? Okay, so you need EQ, you need IQ, you need super Q, how to say, yeah, everybody agree, me, yes, agree, yes. I tell you, it is very, very difficult to in big companies because you compete among the best. And then, 做对也是错，做错也是错. Okay? The second thing, first of all, I'm not saying my own company was like that. But I'm just saying that, it depends who your boss is. So I have great bosses before, I have bad bosses before. Okay, so it's hard to say. The other thing is that in big companies, you cannot see everything. It's so big. So you can only learn department by department by department. Within finance, you cannot understand the whole of finance. You can understand accounting, management accounting, maybe account receivable, cost management, account receivable. In accounting, you go one big round, after 10 years, you're still within finance, 还没有做完. How to learn? Yes, you get very specialized, you see big company, how it works, but you only see a little bit there. I was very fortunate. I have a chance to work in finance, in corporate affairs, in consumer, in corporates, in enterprise business, in strategy, in digital business. My one cycle like that took me 20 years, 2 decades to learn one big cycle like that. Kia si lang, right? So you can only learn a bit at a time. And because you have, 1-2 years, you stay for 1-2 years, 3 years, then you move, 2-3 years, then you move, that kind of thing. So by the time you finish one big cycle, learn how a whole company works, you 20-30 years gone already. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, even your boss like people to suck up, and if you don't, you lose. Exactly, right? So anyway, no wonder hair drop. Exactly. Okay, don't blame my company for my hair or my job. My hair is poor genes. Okay, no fertilizer. Okay, so very true, right? So very few will make to the top. There are people who do very well. Don't get me wrong, in this kind of company, yeah, no fertilizer. What you mean do? No fertilizer, yeah. So anyway, very few will make it to the top, but those who will really make it to the top, okay, does make some big bucks. Okay, you just look at a listed company. In the case of Singtel, I think the pay packages of the top 5 executives are announced. They are in the few $1 million and things like that. Those are big bucks. Okay, how many people can do that, right? So I think in a lot of listed companies, will do that. I think most of the perm sets will, my guess, I think they'll make like that as well. I think there's some newspaper report. But how many of us can do that? So for today, my formula will cater for ordinary people. As remember, I was called ordinary Singaporean. Okay. Your staff in front of you very nice, behind you stab you, and the best HR and bosses agree with you what they say, even if you work damn good and produce results. Yeah, okay. Usually very smart people won't teach you if you consult them. They worry they'll take over their post. Exactly, right? So and you need to know how Saka very well. I agree, right? But I tell you the truth, I think Lu Cheng Chuan very good at Saka, but it's not enough also, right? So yeah, I'm quite shameless. I want to do it, I'll do it, but it's not enough. So formula to succeed very, very high. I guess I'm just not smart enough. Okay, how can you know use if your boss don't like you? Exactly. I heard of this case, okay, because we're dealing with handbag business. So one day, this lady carry a Chanel bag to office. Those Chanel flat bag, the one that very difficult to get one, and that outshines the boss bag. Guess what? The lady boss, after that, big small eye. You know what's that? But yeah. So this kind of thing you can set. Okay. Anyway. Oh, my wife different. She has got subordinate that carry better bags than her before, and she's perfectly okay with it. Right? Small company, this kind of thing don't matter. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, second thing, please don't make my mistake in life. Please don't make my mistake in life. Okay. Please. Forget lifetime employment. Okay. Don't be stupid. This I can say stupid because I'm scolding myself. Please don't be stupid and stay in a company for so many years. I love my company. It's a great company. Maybe that's why I stay in my company for so long. But I'm the only very few. It doesn't work. Don't ever work in a company for 10, maybe 10 years, maybe still okay. 20, 30, 40 years, for heaven's sake, you wake up, signing to wake up your idea. Yeah, I'm slapping myself. Don't work in a company for so many years. Why? Any one of you work in a company for more than 20 years? More than 20 years like me? Today. Okay, that will say. Last time this kind of thing is good because people say you loyal employee. Good, right? So, long service, I taken 2 long service award now. Okay. I stayed in my company for 26 years. Janet, not say I want to say you are. Okay. I say this, okay, can I join a company? I've been in the same company for 24 years. Exactly, yeah, okay. Listen carefully, okay? If you stay in a company for too long, it kills the spirit of risk-taking. One of the biggest formula of success in a person's life is risk-taking, okay? And the longer you stay in a company, your world is that company. Last time I used to think that Singtel is my only world, And my only world. The world revolves around it, How can that be, right? Singtel hire 20,000 people. Singapore working force, I don't know, 2-3 million people. I used to think that's the world. Everybody look up to that. Only when I step on it, wow, the world out there so big. So much opportunity to make money and to grow whatsoever. Why am I so hard, so confined within such a small world? Right? Okay. Staying in a long time in a company destroys marketability of yourself. When I look at a person's CV, when I hire someone, I look at stay in a company for so long. How much can he learn from one company? Yeah, everything he will start saying is that last time in Hewlett Packard we do this. Last time in SIA we do this. I hate this kind of last time, that kind of thing, right? If you go around just saying that, in my experience, in 5-6 different companies, we all do the same thing. I give you weight in that statement. But you said, last time in this company, I worked 20 years. It destroys marketability. And you limit your exposure. Your world and your oyster shell is so small. Yeah. Jasmine said, stay too long in company, become 井底之蛙. Okay. So, and you know what? Once you generally, once you cross 40, 45, you become scared. you are stuck in a company, you know it. After 45 years old, you start wondering whether I can still find a job outside. Then your HR and your boss got an upper hand over you already by then. They know you cannot run already. Yeah, they know you cannot run already. Okay. So then there's no need to take care of you already. They will take care of someone else. Yeah. That's realism. I'll be frank with you. Those people when we were managers in the company, we really worried about people who are good performers and young and can run. They can run elsewhere. Okay, we quickly try to promote these people, take care of them. Those people that are 40 and 50, you take care of them for what? Yeah. Okay, you take care of them for what? Okay. Now, I'm going to come to that. Blight Chew. Okay, Blight Chew say companies retrenchment still retrench. Actually, company retrench nowadays if your pay is too high. Okay, what's my advice to those in 40 to 45? Later, I'll talk about that. Okay, so you agree me? Agree me, please. Yeah. Forget lifetime employment. Forget long time employment. You agree me? Say I agree, and please have some signal. Yeah, this is like monologue like that. You know why I do live and didn't record video? It's because so that I can have dialogue with you. Can you don't monologue me now? Cannot. No? You're supposed to have response to me. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the next advice is a controversial one. Okay. Yes. Hey, those people on YouTube, there are 124 of them. How come only 43 likes? Can you please like not? Yeah. Okay. So the next one is a very controversial one. Not all companies like that, but most companies I know are like that. You agree with this statement? You must have seen this before. Outside in is easier, is often treated better than inside out. I say again, outside in is better than inside out. A lot of times you work in a company for many years already, some junior shit just come in and you get a higher job than you. You all found this to happen before? People outside come in, wow, they go very high. They get promoted faster. Their pay jump. This young pang only, kinapa. Hey, I work in this company for 10, 20 years. You never take care of me. You agree or don't agree? You seen this before? Seen this before? Please. Yeah. Okay. Outside in is better than inside out. Totally agree with me? Agree? Yes, agree. Yeah. They promote younger people who want you to coach them and then get rid of you. Yes. So it's easier. Therefore, it's easier to get pay jump when you move. That's the reality of it. Let's super agree. Michelle said. Okay. Yes. So it is. I only target to stay, invest, and fire soon. Yeah. So anyway, those, especially those who talk a lot, because they are able to sell themselves very well. Therefore, outside in is better than inside out. It's very, very clear. So therefore, I encourage every one of you, okay, to after you stay work and job for 2-3 years, move on. For heaven's sake, yeah. They move around. I tell you, some of them is house here, but some of them, because they move around a lot, they have seen so much more. They pili also can talk better than you. Why? You yourself, you can stay in the company for so long. What the hell you know about the world? Okay. Now, what I'm pointing to you okay. I say from experience, I stay in Singapore for 20 years, 20 years, what piang. Yep. You agree, right? Totally agree, yeah. So move around. Is your negotiation is better. After 2-3 years, you move, your market value goes up. You have seen a lot more, okay? Different company practices, different bosses, different colleagues, different culture, you experience them all. How can you not be better than someone who is stuck in the company for so many years? So let's get real. So it may be the fact that these people manage to negotiate better pay, but the truth of the matter is that when you go in, jump around outside in, you command a higher pay, higher package. And okay, and when they jump big time, 100% agree with 100% with you. In my first day of company after 3 years, okay, today is my first day with company after 3 years with my previous company, right? It's hard to move after 40 as much as you want to move, okay? That's not true. It's more difficult, but it's more difficult, but it's not completely difficult, okay? So So these are my advice, okay? Now, when you go outside in, it's easier to negotiate, and you have better leverage with the HR. You go inside up, your boss know you inside out already, okay? How you going to negotiate with your boss? When you go outside in, means that the boss got urgency. You inside up, the boss got no urgency. The boss will never take care of you more than someone from outside. Let's get real, right? Even for those people who rotate within a company, it's not the same because you cannot negotiate for a pay jump or better pay packages or bonus packages or options packages and things like that. You move around the same company, oversee all this, is still within the same company. Nothing compared to someone who move around from different companies. They expose differently. The exposure is different. The environment is more brutal, more painful, but you learn faster. Yes. Who Moved My Cheese? That's a great book, okay?
I read it.
Yeah, my wife read it, and she doesn't read a lot of management books. Okay, great. Outside in, need to start from scratch. That is not true, Alvin. That is not true. When you're outside in, okay, when you're outside in, you only need to learn some aspect of a new company, okay? Some of the skills you picked up from another company will apply, okay? So that is why the company want to hire you. I agree. I hop job every 3 years, went for 7 places, salary up every jump, now settle down. Need to encourage my son to learn how to job hop too. Yeah, okay. Mumu said something very good. This is the worst. This is the worst that company like do to you. Inside up is when you get the title but don't give you the pay. How many of you have seen such experience or go through this? Yeah. Okay. So please learn. I have a young director in company. He stayed in a company for 12 years. This is the first and only job since graduation. But currently, she liked the second boss in the company, but actually she knows nothing but super bossy. Anyway, okay. So the ultimate irony is this. The ultimate irony is this. I got this incredible point here. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. All of us in big companies aspire to climb high corporate ladders. All of us from managers, we want to go to become directors. Directors, we want to become VP. VP, we want to be senior vice president. Senior vice president, want to be executive vice president. Executive vice president, want to be CEO, COO, CFO, that kind of thing. Everyone of us want to climb high. Okay, every one of us want to climb high. Okay, but do you know that the higher you climb, the more pay you get, right? But the more expensive you are. Okay, the more expensive you are. So by the time, to climb corporate ladders, you get older when you climb, right? The more older you get, the more senior you get, the more expensive you get, the higher the chances of retrenchment. I sit in a few companies and advisory board. I know some of these things. The first to go after are those high cost one and low performance. A lot of them are usually the senior people in their 50s and late 40s. Won't wait until you are 60 years old. No chance. 60 炸了照了. The 40s and 50s and all these are the people that always gonna whack first because you're expensive and you're old. With your pay, I can hire 3 younger people, cheaper, more energized, and they know the new digital world much better than you. That is why the ultimate irony is we work so hard to climb so high and then suffer the risk of being retrenched the fastest. Isn't that an irony? Yeah. Isn't that irony? Yes. Okay. So therefore, yeah. So I'm trying to read the comment now. Okay. So therefore, can't you see that there's a big irony? You work yourself ass up so high, and after that, to climb at a stage, then you get worried. I used to think that last time I used to think, wow, once I give you VP, once I become a VP, I'm irreplaceable. That's not true, okay? And then maybe I become a senior VP, CEO, or whatever. Now I see in many companies, many suites, no level is safer. No level is safe. No level is safe. Okay, you're too expensive. You're too old. You cannot move with the new culture. You're gone. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Lu, tonight's session really set reality of life. Now I'm going to give you formula to work around it. Okay. Yes. Hire and fire culture are very common now. Yes. The higher one climb, the more responsibility and no life. Better not move out and learn from Mr. Lu to create more wealth. Exactly. I tell you, the only protection you have against all this is make sure you're rich. Make sure you're rich. You rich, you can fire a boss. Yeah, you can fire a boss. That's what Mr. Lu wants you all to do, become rich. I didn't say I want you to fire a boss. I want all you all to be rich. Yes, the code for slides tonight is slides plus one. Okay, slides plus one. Sorry, I thought I put in the title already, slides plus one. Okay, so, okay, the last advice I want to give you is this. I don't know you all faced it before. Okay, you faced it before. The higher you climb, the higher the pressure is to increase your socio-economic status. The higher you climb, the higher the pressure to increase your socio-economic status. Okay? Yep. So, when you are in a big corporate, okay, once you become a boss, you cannot be staying in lousier house than your subordinates. Very difficult, very difficult. You cannot be, all drive the car in the car park, right? We in many companies, the senior management have dedicated lots, or a zone that's for them. If every of your peers are driving BMW and Mercedes, and you drive a freaking Honda Visa like me, park and say, you know face, and then your boss might ask you, you mean our company not pay you enough? Then you got to go and buy a big car, right? So, right, you got to buy a car, even if you don't believe in it, but you have a pressure. You have a pressure to do that. You cannot run away from this pressure. Cannot run away. When I'm in Singapore, I find it very difficult. Okay, so when you go out with your subordinate, what happens? Who pay? Who pay? When I bring my subordinate out, it's very clear. I pay. Now you can say, of course they, but when I go my bosses, he always pay. It's a culture already. Yeah. You cannot be seen like you very nyao, right, as a boss. Then you pay. Okay. So when you go for hotel holidays or whatever, you scared someone see you stay in a 3-star hotel, right? Or 4-star. You minimally need big 5-star hotel. If your business trips are all flying business class, and suddenly for your own holiday you fly economy class, susah, right? So if your subordinates all carry big Chanel bags and LV bags and whatsoever, you minimally also carry one Dior bag or one Hermes bag. How can you be seen carrying a shittier bag than your stuff? So I had this experience before. I stayed in HDB, right? Okay, during Chinese New Year, boss must give ang pao also. Yeah, okay. So subordinate, my subordinate, I invite them to my house. I wasn't shameful, okay. So I've got maybe 5 or 6 direct reports. They're all directors. I was a CEO of a subsidiary, okay. So I invite them to my HDB. All of them came like, it's like, Tiobo, It's like, what, Lu, why stay in HDB and that kind of thing, I got subordinate that I hire, stay in landed house, in condo, whatever. The manager, which is myself, stay in HDB. They all like open the eyes like the jaw, it's like Tiobo, that kind of thing, Exactly, right? So this one, Joe is very interesting. Introduce our bosses to Mr. Lu. Let Mr. Lu give advice, influence them. Okay, so therefore, you can't save a lot of money when you're senior level. You have to keep up to the socio-economic status. Very difficult to actually manage yourself down. Yeah, very difficult. Even I want to also very difficult. Right? So in that kind of, you agree with me? You agree with me that there's your bosses or yourself who is a corporate leader have that kind of pressure? For sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So now, so for sure. So therefore, I urge everybody, okay, everybody to know that in corporate jobs, that's why I use the title, corporate jobs sucks, sucks, yeah, sucks for that. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot start with big corporate jobs. They are good foundation whatsoever, okay. My VP still wears Swatch watch. She says only need to change batteries. I bet you the VP a big meow. It probably show in her work as well. Okay. Yes. So yeah. So okay. So next. Okay. Now talk so much about all this. First of all, if you all agree with me, continue to give me the encouragement. Today need to give me a lot of heart because Mr. Lu today went for a heart test result. Okay. Yeah. So, but anyway, how would I do it? What is my advice I will give you guys? This is where the rubber meets. So you've been sleeping well throughout the whole night. This is where I'll make a difference for you. Okay. If I could turn back the clock, what would I do? Okay. This is the time you must like and share because this is where it really matters. Okay. If I could turn back the clock, what would I do? Okay, what would I do? Okay, if I turn back, what would I do? Now, I already committed 20 years to Singapore. Now, I'm very grateful to Singapore because they paid for my undergraduate salary and they sent me to Stanford. Okay, so mine is not so bad. Okay, mine is not bad. It's good. But if you want big money, okay, big money, you want big money, I think there's yeah, Gina Tan, yes, I always ask for that, okay? I enjoyed it. My admin carry a Chanel and wears a Rolex. My boss just a simple canvas sling bag because he bochap. Possible, yeah, possible. I don't know. So love you from India. Wow, I got India fans. Good to see you, man. Okay, yes. So how would I do it if I were to turn back the clock? Okay, this is where I'm going to give you an amazing formula. Okay, amazing formula. Okay, I'm going to give an amazing formula. You pick hot jobs and hot sectors to start with. Okay, the first thing is don't go and work in big listed companies. I say already, big high growth companies, the latest hottest sector. Please don't go work for shipping company, old fashioned logistic company, banks, hospitals. I don't know what kind of thing, right? Airlines, whatsoever. Okay, high-tech software company, go for them. This and then digital marketing and social marketing companies, blockchain, crypto. Now, I never tell you to invest in crypto, but I encourage you to work for crypto companies. There's a lot very big, raise in insane amount of money. Okay, recently one company approached me and just said, I want to buy over one of the company that advice. Okay, I told them at least like that. It's not 1 million, 1 billion. The guy, the management didn't even wink an eye, man. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Blockchain, crypto companies, incredibly strong right now. Unbelievably rich, unbelievably filthy rich right now. Okay. High growth, fintech, meditech companies, unbelievably rich right now. The amount of cash they're flush with, it's like insane, it's like money pouring out everywhere. Meditech companies, I see their valuation, I cannot believe it. Every dollar of revenue they make, they can command a 30 times revenue multiple. Unbelievable, okay? And the business model, not very impressive also make, yeah. New generation e-commerce company, very hot in demand, extremely hot in demand. Go for this job, okay? Whatever is hottest, the principle is whatever is hottest there at the forefront of technology and growth, hottest right now, go work for this company. Don't go, for heaven's sake, don't go where an old-fashioned company. I'm talking about jobs. I'm not talking about a startup or whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about becoming an entrepreneur. What kind of job commands high pay? Okay, actually a lot. Okay, noticeably software programmers right now, insane. The minute you graduate, half a year of salary, 1 year of salary, $7,000-8,000 already, very high. Okay, some even $9,000. Sales in these kind of sectors, the pay is filthy high, especially those account managers. they bring with a lot of accounts. The company will just go and grab you, man. Yeah, these are very hot. Digital marketing companies, very hot in demand. Very, very hot in demand. Okay. These are they don't just pay well. I'm not teaching, I'm just telling you the sector. I'm going to go to step 2. First step is get the right sector first. Get the right jobs first and the sectors. Okay. Get the right sectors. Okay. So for fresh graduate, very clear, go for this kind of companies, right? You're cheap and young, easy to get in. When you pick a company, don't just pick a good company. I'll tell you what company is good, okay? When you pick a company, don't just pick a good company. Find a good mentor, okay? Find a good mentor within the company. You might want to choose not just the company, you might want to choose your manager, especially one that is a mentor, okay? No, Susan, okay, I don't know how old you are. I think this applies to all ages. A lot of people say once 40, 50 years old, I cannot change it. They are wrong. They are absolutely wrong. There's one thing you need to do. Take a pay cut. Go and work these companies. Yes. Take a pay cut. Okay. Once you pay, you cannot move because your pay is too high. Yeah, pay is too high. Most people don't want to move, your pay is too high. But you know what? Because your pay is too high, you don't want to move, then you stay there. One day you find yourself no market value anymore. Okay. So when you join a company, don't just pick a good company, pick a good mentor. I'm very fortunate. I have got great mentors even when I was in Singtel. Okay. And I've got one good mentor. He was a CFO of 4 listed companies, and he inculcated me a lot of finance knowledge. That's why today I can read financial statements, all this, all taught by him. Today he's retired. Up to today, I still seek him for advice whenever I need to move into some of these companies and acquire or whatever. So it's very important when you select a company, pick a mentor. Now, some of you say, very difficult to find a mentor. Big companies, very difficult to find a mentor. But not if you avoid the big companies, it's easier. It's easier to select a mentor. Okay. Yeah. What is considered high pay? Well, if you're, a 5-digit pay, you're considered high pay already. Okay. This is the secret. Okay. The whole night tonight is on this slide. Are you ready? It's on this slide. Okay. Find a scale up to join. Find a scale up. And I'll tell you what's a scale up. A scale up company is different from a startup company, and it's different from a big company. A scale up company, the money is not in salaries. The big money is not in salaries. We all negotiated like few $1,000, pay package, all this. The money is not in pay packages. The money is in liquidity events. The big, huge money is in liquidity events. Do you know what's liquidity events? Okay. Liquidity events are events like an IPO or a buyover, okay, or a acquisition. This is where huge multiple will come out. Huge latent money will come out. Big, fat pay packages. Yeah, okay. A scale up, what the hell is a scale up? Okay, what's a scale up company? What's a scale up? This is very important. A lot of you have heard of startup. Very few people have heard of the term scale up. Okay, a scale up is a company that's achieved a lot and has some impressive success and is in a growth phase. Usually it's in a high growth phase, and there's a very good chance in a window of 3 to 5 years have a liquidity event. Liquidity event, okay. I'm not saying a liquidated. Liquidity event is usually an IPO or being acquired. Okay, liquidity and being IPO side. Usually this is quite a few years after startup phase, 5 to 10 years. They're in a high growth phase. You join this company, they are no longer as unstable. They are no longer as unstable in the startup phase, and they are racing their way to IPO. These kind of companies are not like the big growth the big listed company. They usually don't attract the best of the best. Okay, they don't usually attract the best of the best, and the competition is not so fierce. Usually this kind of you join, you work to your death, because one person will have to do many jobs. Okay, one person will have to do many kind of jobs. So the upside is that the downside is that you got to do many jobs. But upside is that you learn a lot of things at one in many places. Okay, and because of that, okay, and usually the scale up companies are well funded. They're usually in multiple regions, multiple countries, scaling aggressively. Growth are in 20% a year to 50% a year, that kind of thing. Big, huge scale ups. Okay, these kind of scale ups are the best to join. I give you a benefit. Okay, the benefit of working in a scale up. Okay, the benefit of working in a scale up is this: you get a higher chance of getting varied from IPO. So I came across many of such stories already. This person joined a company, right? In 3 to 5 years, they work very hard, okay? And the companies and they get stock options, okay? They get performance shares. Their pay are okay, the pay are reasonable, and then they get stock options, and suddenly they get acquired because these are high growth companies. The revenue multiple is phenomenal. Because you join it, let's say in the 5th year IPO, on the 8th year or 9th year, you get a lot of shares. Example, a friend of mine that I know of, Airbnb, joined 4 years before Airbnb was listed, and then after that, guess what happened? You get how big is the package? And it's not very high, It's just middle management. After IPO, the share is worth 20 million. 20 million. There are many such stories around, where they join a scale-up company, they join with them, they scale up, they can do saikang, a hell of things they need to do, because these companies, you really have to slog it out, because these companies, the benefit of these companies is that you fight external competition more than you fight internal competition. Why is it so? Because in big companies, you gotta compete with competitor, and you gotta compete with your fellow colleagues. They got bell curve or something. Scale up, where got time to go and talk about this? They're all going fierce after competitors, right? It's more focused on fighting competition from outside than inside. Okay? Usually you are forced to take on a few jobs, okay, making your market value very high. You will work until you die, but it's okay. It's okay, right? When you're young, it's okay to work. Mr. Lu, from this morning, I wake up all the way until now, I'm still working. I work in 3 or 4 companies across many different things, right? Why? What makes I'm really 50, 50. You're 30 plus, 40 plus, don't say you cannot, okay? Usually, you will get to know the founders and the management. Usually you get to know the founders and management, and the founders and management are usually the innovative and the entrepreneurial people. So you will learn entrepreneurial and innovation from these people. In big corporates, you learn how to manage companies. There is no fight. There's no fight. The best of the best listed company people, I don't think they can become entrepreneurs easily. They can't. It's a different blood altogether. Okay. So once you learn that kind of mentality, the kind of skill set is also useful. Okay, it's also useful investment. Today, many of you don't dare to go into investment because you are trained to be too risk averse. Why is Mr. Lu so risk taking? Right? Because years of entrepreneurship have trained me otherwise. Okay, so I give you a few examples. Got to know of this person, Alibaba. Employer number 50 something. Very ordinary, very ordinary looking person, a lady. Very ordinary person. Okay. What's so impressive about this person? Very mild. I don't think it worked, but just because she joined Alibaba, employer number 50 something. I'm just doing a back envelope guess because she never say how much. When the company IPO, my guess, she make about $100 to $200 million. No kidding you, right? No kidding you. Okay, wife of a close friend. Okay, I've got another friend I know. Facebook, lucky, joined before and joined Asia Pacific, not even US. Joined Asia Pacific IPO. Then after that, worked for another China company and also IPO. Big fat, the big money, tens of millions or millions of dollars are in the liquidity event, not in pay packages. not in pay Vegas. You guys, a lot of you are going to listen to this, and Premium Mall cannot list. My wife doesn't want to go for IPO. It's not working towards that. Besides, our company very small. I got this. This is not an IPO company based, but I thought I would say it just for entertainment, okay? Because this is a real story. This is a real story. Someone make it very rich. A very close friend of mine, 3 generations don't need to work. You want to hear a story? This is lucky, just lucky, okay? So this friend, okay, this friend, she's from India, very close friend. So I meet her up today, but she's last minute not free, okay? She was invited. Her family was invited to a party, okay, a party in India, okay, and there's a close family friend who runs a contract manufacturing for medicine and vaccine and all the stuff. You know, one of the world's biggest pharmaceutical industry, they're all in India. They make all in medicine, okay. As a lot of medical companies are all in India. So she was invited to a party, okay, and in the party, the host of the party invited her to meet someone, okay. So he said, hey, I want to meet this gentleman in Ang Mo, okay, Ang Mo. Hey, he's very innovative company, just a startup. Now they are calling for funds. Just throw some money in, okay. So this lady went to meet this quiet gentleman. The gentleman tried to describe some of the work he does, completely cannot understand what he do. So this lady, a friend of mine, say, okay, since the host invested, I'll put some money inside. This company. Okay, that was in 2017 or 18. Okay, 2017 or 18. The Ang Mo, okay, the company name is called Moderna. The company name is called Moderna. Guess what happens? Shocked, if you're shocked, you. Moderna, read my lips. The Ang Mo is the founder, Moderna. My friend, in her own words, 3 generations don't need to work anymore. 3 generations don't need to work anymore. And she come to me and say, Lou, got anything for me to work or not? Because she's shit bored. She's shit bored right now. Damn bored right now. Unbelievable. Shocking. When I heard that story, I was like, how can I ever afford to hire you? Right? She asked me any job for her. I must, she's bored to death. Too rich also a problem. Unbelievable. Real story. Very nice lady. Very humble. Okay. I worked with her a lot during the India. Remember India, the Delta virus hit the country. I worked with her a lot to save as much Indians as possible. Well, we worked very hard. We worked very, very hard on that. That was last year. Yeah. We saved a lot of lives. She was very selfless. Work her way out to help as many people as possible. Yeah, this kind of lottery is even bigger than Toto you ever think of, man. Yeah, unbelievable story. So, what's the moral of the story? That's the moral story. The big money. Where is the big money, ladies and gentlemen? She is around my age. Okay, she's around my age. Very nice, very humble. Very nice, very humble. Okay. The money is not in salaries, for heaven's sake. Okay, it's not in salaries. Okay, you can create that luck. Don't just say some people have the luck. You can create that. I'll give you some examples of scale up. Fortunately, it's very easy to find scale up. There's so many of them. So many of them. You can join them in whatever role you are, right? The key in coming in is not to ask for a huge pay package. It's ask for a huge stock options, right? Okay, so, and the good thing is that most of the scale up are willing to give because they don't have a lot of pay to give you. They give you give you cash, okay? I give you an example. I have some of these examples, okay? Carousel? Carousel is today a unicorn already, scale up. I know like a story with Carousel, I'll tell you in a short while. Endowers, I talk about Endowers have raised so much money recently. They're not startup phase. When I know them, they're starting up. where I helped them quite a bit, and now they're scale up already. Okay, there's this company called Gush Club. No, they're about 10 years already. They are not start. I'm an advisor to the company. That's why I can write about them. I know about them. They are scale up right now. You know, the influencer marketing, incredible. You know, I'm advisor to the company. What is this company? There's another company called Unabis, run by a friend of mine in the Internet of Things world. They build sensors, scale up very fast. Now they are in many countries already. The company when founded, all these have some relationship with me. Yeah, during the startup phase. Okay, incredible. Carousel is the most funny one. Yeah, painful. Let me drink some water. Want to listen to a story, Carousel? So this is Mr. Lu during corporate days. I was running a digital business and I work a lot with startups. One fine day, 3 boys came and see me and showed me that there's this very interesting Craigslist equivalent in Singapore, like Instagram like that sells things. So I say, okay, work with us. So I said, you work with me, I will give you the formula of success and we'll work with Singtel and we'll try to help you succeed. I work them to death, pressure them or whatsoever. Then after that, these 3 boys said, I think we should part ways. Different formula, different. I was like, yeah. One of my director actually said, let's invest in them. Okay. And I said, let you go and negotiate them. The negotiation didn't work out quite well. I didn't work out quite well because I think my friend was too greedy with the valuation. The name of the company is called Carousel. I knew them on the inception. Okay, I was that close to invest in them, that close. That's life. Okay, that's life. Now they are in the scale up phase. They are near IPO phase already. Find this company. There are lots of them. In Singapore and in rest of the world. Lots of them. Work for them. Okay, work for them and negotiate pay package. Okay, so sometimes it takes more than one liquidity event to become very, very rich. Maybe in one liquidity event you don't. But the surprising thing is this, okay? So post scale up, post liquidity event, it's easier to get into another scale up once you have one scale up event. It's easier to get into another scale up once you scale up. So once you join a scale up company, and then once you get in a scale up company, it's easier to join another scale up. It's very easy to join a scale up because you have this experience. The company will sure take you, and then from there you enjoy another liquidity event. I've seen a few person join a few scale up, and then every time IPO join another company, Grab is no longer scale up. Grab is IPO already. Too late already. And after you reach a certain stage, be like me, be an angel and start investing in this startup. Because by then you know what works and what don't work already. When you're very rich, don't forget to write to me and thank me. Okay? Don't forget. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a secret of becoming very, very rich in salaries, with jobs. Okay? It's a secret of getting very, very rich with jobs. Okay? Yes. All right. Okay. I'm gonna today we have got close to 1,000 old people here. Okay. I appreciate you all spending your time with me. I hope you find this session very interesting and useful. Okay. Shopee and Lazada are listed company. Too late already. They're not scale up anymore. Way too late. Okay. Those who join honestly straight, just move. You're not owner of the company. You're not sure. Just move on. Yeah. The secret is not doing jobs, but to jump on all this, okay? Okay. When I'm very rich, I'll buy you rich, fatty food. Yes, okay? Okay, so I'm very happy to answer some questions, okay? But after this, okay, I'm gonna hand it over to my wife. Wife, are you ready? Okay. I borrow a channel, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I borrow a channel. I ought to return it back to her. She's gonna I answer question first. No, you can take over now. Okay. Yes, it's already 10:30. Okay. Then I'll come back after she finishes to answer some Q&A. Okay. Yes, I'm very, very happy. This is a very interesting This is a very interesting formula. No one in the world, I think, no one at least in Singapore, talk about this. Okay, talk about it. It's a very interesting formula. If I can turn back the clock, I sure would do this. Okay, I sure would do this. All right, good. Okay, and in India, where some of you are in now in YouTube, the higher the chance of doing it because your scale up are even bigger than that in Singapore. Okay, yeah, be sure your scale up in India are much bigger than Singapore scale up. Yeah. So I know quite a few of the Indian founders as well that has done it this way. Okay, I like mine. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll answer some questions right now. All right. Cool. Okay. Rose, thank you, Mr. First time saying yeah. Okay. I'll take 5 or 6 questions right now. Okay. Yes. For those in YouTube, you can ask a question as well. I think I can see your question also. 重点是轻轻加低工. So okay, I don't know what that means. Okay. Yes. Don't you agree a scale up can be hit and miss? Of course. But scale up chances are much higher than startup. Scale up, you already know there's a proven business model that's scaling up, revenue is good, funding is good. You can select them already. If you go and pick a miss scale up, then quite lousy. Yeah, scale up is very much easier to pick than startup. How do we go sourcing our scale up? Look at the companies. Amount of funding they raise, are they branching on a different company? You take a look and see whether they have a proven business model. 12 cupcakes is not a scale up, for heaven's sake, too small. Okay. Mr. Lu, is there a way to make money with very little money by Toto? Yeah. I'm not telling you by Toto, that Toto is the only way, right? You got to find different ways, right? In this way that I just taught you don't need come with a single cent, right? Okay. What about Property Guru? Is really listed already, for heaven's sake. Okay. So yeah, you mentioned stock options as part of the contract. How to go about it? You negotiate a company and say, I want a sizable stock options. Okay. You're willing to take a pay cut. Yeah. Okay. Yes. This Friday, 16 million. Now that I know, I don't know. No wonder it's a long queue. I was running this morning. It's long queue outside, the total queue outside. I'm asking, Secret Lab, is a scale up. Yes, I don't think an IPO yet. Secret is a scale up. Razer is already IPO already. Too late already. Okay. What are skill sets here I'm looking for? Sales. Okay, sales for sure. Programmers for sure. Marketeers. Okay, even legal professionals, they're all looking for it. Just the key is negotiate a higher stock option package. You gotta. What's the best reason for job hopping? Not many bosses like job hoppers. That is not true. If you have a history of job hopping every 3 months, every 1 year, the kind of thing, that's different. But when every 1, 2 years, 3 years you jump, nobody's going to question you. I don't. Okay. Yes. Then premium more only chance. That is not true. We are a very small company. Did you invest with Carousel? No, I didn't. Too late. I missed the chance. Okay. What is the size of amount? It depends on the stock options and the valuation. So this one I tell you, ask for a lot. Just ask for a lot. Okay. Yes. Ask for a lot. Okay. Yes. Job hopping 2 3 years, jump 1 to 1.5K. Yeah, Kaka. Just go aggressively. Yeah, go aggressively. Cool. Well, I hope you find this sharing useful. The video is in YouTube. Okay. Is Q&M Dental Group a scale-up entity? I don't know where. Are they listed already? I don't know. They don't know with them. Yeah. ByteDance is today listed already. So they're no longer a startup. Okay. So I'm going to hand it over to B. B will share on good. Don't forget, for those people in premium one, I borrowed the channel. This is my wife's channel. This is ultimately handbag one. Okay. Yes. Okay. So how you all have yeah, I got return her the channel. Okay. I will.
You come back again.
I'll come back again after this. Okay. She'll probably do it for how long will it take? 45 minutes?
No, I think very fast.
Half an hour. Okay. This
quick one. Okay.
Half an hour. This for pre-orders on GC +1. After I come back and answer more questions.
Okay. Today for Gucci 5%.
Okay.
Buy Shopee.
Okay. I will exit the YouTube now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you find this channel useful and exciting. Okay. I'll come back half an hour later. Okay. All right. Don't forget. Please support my wife. Don't later she take away my channel and talk to you all. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna say goodbye to my YouTube channel as well. Okay.
Move away the chair first.
Okay, hello from where? Oh, I've got someone
Hello.
from.
It's
So,
my turn.
all right. Okay.
It's my turn to share. Okay.
Okay, wait, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. I'm moving out of my. I'm moving. Okay, that's a handbag selling channel which I borrowed. So I'm holding down my house right now. Okay. Okay. I'm happy to answer some questions here from YouTube if you have any. Oh, God. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please to meow. Please to introduce my cat to you. Okay. I hope you find it cute. Okay. His name is Whiskey. Whiskey, say hi to everybody. Okay. Whiskey. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm happy to answer any questions if you have. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So fluffy. How's my health check? My health check was good. There was in the census there were unusual dips, and after they injected a dye into my injected a dye into my bloodstream, and they did a scan, and after they do that they found that my heart have no blockages, so that's a good news, right? So that's good news. So I thought it's a very encouraging outcome. So today I super high, literally have a good heart today. Yes, yes. So yeah, Whiskey also want to invest in stock market. Whiskey, hello there. All right, cool. Okay, this is my cat. Right. Okay. So I hope you find my session useful. We've got people from all over the world. I don't know now. That looks like a Russian word. Okay, Eslanov. Okay, Spasiba. Okay. Yes. Thank you for coming in. Okay. We've got people from India. We've got people from a lot from India tonight. Okay, great. Okay, yes, I'm happy to from UK as well. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I hope you find this session useful. The experience teaches you how to make huge amount of money. Huge amount of money. Yes. Okay, I'm from India. Can you just summarize the whole session before I leave? Yeah. So the formula of making huge amount of money is not to work in big listed companies. Too late. Yeah. Don't work in big listed. Don't go to Bharti Airtel to work if you're from India. You don't work for Singapore Airlines. Don't work for all this. Don't work for all this big listed company. Okay. What I want you to do is to explore working for scale up companies. These are not startup. These are companies that are 5 6 years from startup. They're scaling very fast, growing very fast, huge amount of funding. Work for them. Then when they go IPO, you will get a big payout from there. Okay. Yes. Mr. Lu, I'm a 35-year-old teacher. Is it too late for me to join a scale up? What kind of roles can I take on? No, I don't think so. Okay. But they would ask you what can you join. So you may have to humble yourself to start from beginnings. One of the easiest way, Mark, is to get yourself an MBA, and then from MBA jump to a company. That's a lot easier. If you just straight jump from a teacher to a company, you have to take some sacrifices. KK, Mr. Lu, what motivates you to make money? Have you ever questioned why you want to make money? You see, KK, you asked a damn good question. For me, I like to make money because making money is a joy. I enjoy making money. I don't enjoy spending money. I don't need that kind of money because I live very simply. Okay. But I enjoy making. So making money is like a scorecard for me. I just enjoy making money. I just enjoy the process. I enjoy just like some people enjoy fishing. Just some people enjoy eating like I do. Just enjoy making money. It's nothing but nothing. The process is the enjoyment. Can a subsidiary within a big company like Singtel scale up? Very rare. Very rare. There are listed companies that do this. They get subsidiaries IPO, but the red tape always can kill. Very rare, very rare. Not say no, very rare. Sounds like Warren Buffett. I don't dare to compare myself with Warren Buffett, but I'm very inspired by Warren Buffett. Okay. Are dog fights a viable source of income? I don't know what is that. Okay. How to find scale up companies in India where lots of companies like Tata and all this? How do you find companies? You see that again, there are 10 years, there is a very vibrant startup scene and scale up scene in India. Very vibrant. Most of them are in Mumbai, in Delhi, and in Bangalore. Okay, they are very vibrant. The startup founders they are very smart. A lot of them were crossover from Silicon Valley back into India, or from UK back in India. So they bring back the Silicon Valley culture, and they bring back a Silicon Valley tenacity, and they start up some incredible businesses. I've seen that. I've been to Delhi about 15, 20 times. I know quite a few startup founders there. Bharti Airtel CEO is a friend of mine. He's a good friend, a great gentleman. Okay, but I've seen a lot of it. It's really incredible, really incredible. Marcelo Silvia, okay. Oh, Marcelo, hermano. Okay, good to see you. Okay. Yes, Hyderabad too. Yes. Now I'm not so familiar about Hyderabad, but I do know Mumbai. I met a lot of them. In Delhi, I met a lot of them as well. Really incredible. Really incredible. Okay. Wow, from Rio de Janeiro. Yes, good to see you. Okay. So very exciting. Very exciting. There's an IT hub. So I'm trying to give you real solid good formulas how to make huge amount of money. Okay. Okay. Mr. Lu, what do you think of using OA to pay for HDB mortgage? This one I'll answer another day. Today we have a very international audience here. Let's stick to this topic itself. Okay. Yes. Any other questions? If not, we can sign off. It's 1 hour, 15 minutes into it. There are 146 people here. Can all of you please give me a like? Yes. Can you please, for heaven's sake, give me a like so that this video will pick up a lot of likes, and the Facebook algorithm will view it more in favor. Yes, I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay, Wallaby, very welcome. Okay. Bro, I work in McDonald's branch as a cashier and experience of 3 years. Don't give me hope. Kaya Karu, you know what you should do? Okay. Go get yourself trained up. Go get yourself really like until cannot like. Thank you. Go get yourself trained up, okay, in IT skills, or in a specialized skills, or get yourself a sales experience, okay. Go there and learn, and then join a startup or scale up and get some experience on that. You need to move away from being a McDonald's staff, okay. Yes, get yourself new skills, okay. Get yourself new skills. Okay, yes. What else? Any other questions? Marcelo, I really cannot understand Spanish. I think, okay. I would wish that you could, yeah, you could, yes, sir, you got it. You are great. Okay, well, okay. All right, good. Okay. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm gonna end for tonight. I hope that you find this session useful, and I'll see you in probably 2 days time. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. What handbag channel is that? Oh, the what channel is the Premium More channel? Premium More. You go to Facebook, you look for Premium More. Okay. This is my channel. All right. Good. Okay. Take care of yourself. All right. Good. Okay. All right, good. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you spending time with me. I hope you find this session useful. So, good night, everybody. Okay. So, Winnie, good night to you. Okay. So, Winnie, good night to you. Who else? Saying good night. Okay. For those people who haven't clicked a like, please click a like. Okay. All right. Okay. Narit, good night to you too. Okay. Thanks for watching. Okay. Darren, good night to you too. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll let you see my cat for a good night. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good night, Henry. So, Whiskey, say good night to everybody. Okay. Okay. Good night. All right. This is my cat. A really, really cute cat. All right. Cool. Okay. Okay. Just a bit of entertainment. All right. Good night, everybody. In India, people become millionaires by teaching how people become billionaires. Well, okay. I'm not charging, so it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Insane Man, good night. Claude, good night. Edmund, good night. I'm a freelance artist. I know how to play piano. I did voice impression for a few years. I have looks as well as skill of a marketing person. Okay, I'm still a cashier, so you got to move on. You can move on. You know, if you combine some of the skills together, you might do very well. Okay, right. Next, what's your handbag channel? I cannot find it, or YouTube. Oh, it's in Premium More Facebook. Premium More Facebook. That's my wife's channel. Your cat in the belly rub position. When you rub the cat in the belly, you don't exactly like it. Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes it does. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's